inside the Coach's Corner. I'm Everett German, joined by the head coach, Earl Grant, of course, the Coach's Corner presented by Uptown Social. Coach, it's been a couple of weeks since we've seen you, but a good weekend. The guys are back on the floor, team playing well. Just overall, Coach, a solid weekend for the basketball team.
Yeah, I mean, obviously the result was good. I mean, we won 2 games. Thought we played really, spirited, and on Saturday in the double overtime game. Wasn't sure how we would come out and play after being out for 14 days, not being able to practice, guys not being able to leave the room. At least we had 6 or 7 that were in quarantine. Wasn't sure how we would come out. Didn't know we would come out with a lot of energy. We'll be sluggish, but I thought we came out with a lot of spirit. We played hard. Didn't want the game to be that high scoring, in the high 80s and 90s. I never could imagine that in my wildest dreams, but, we had enough ammunition on offense to find a way to win that game at the end, and just was happy for that. And then on Sunday, game was more low scoring. I thought we had great energy again, coming out of the locker room, getting a big lead early, and finding a way to win 2 games back to back.
So let's talk about the Saturday contest, Coach. As Coach mentioned, a double overtime victory, 90-88. Solid performance, kind of a heavyweight boxing match. Back and forth, both teams went on numerous runs, but in the end, Coach, kind of a coming out game again for Cam Copeland. Hit the big shot to send the game into overtime. It seems like the game is finally starting to slow down for Cam Copeland.
Yeah, I mean, we got a really good bench. Certainly those guys all year have been stepping up and helping us as a collection. We've been getting 20, 25 points from the bench pretty consistently. Certainly this weekend, Cam Copeland, he did some great things, starting with that huge shot in regulation on Saturday to get us to overtime. Got to go full length of the court with 7 seconds, and we're down 3. And so they didn't try to foul us. We had something, we had a play put together to try to execute, and Peyton Willis was very poised, handling the ball, made a great pass to Cam, and Cam was, he was confident in the moment. He rose up and hit a big shot, but I thought, we had so many guys hit timely shots in that game, to help us be in that situation, making big plays. I know D'Angelo Epps took a couple charges in that game. Lorenzo Edwards hit a couple huge threes. Davion Houston came in and hit a 3. Osi was an animal, 13 rebounds, 5 offensive and 10 points. So, we had a lot of guys step up, but Cam Copeland certainly starting to come into his own and be very confident. And he's a great guy to have coming off the bench because he gave us a good spark.
In terms of team morale, Coach, 5 guys in double figures in the win on Saturday, led by Zep. He had 21 points in the win. All of those coming after halftime. From a mentality standpoint, when you have so many guys that can produce, you're 10 deep, but what does it just do for that mentality, knowing that, hey, it's not all on me, my teammates can help me as well?
Yeah, and I didn't even mention Zep, out of all those guys I mentioned who had really good games, that's how I know it was a total team effort, because Zep certainly this weekend has had a great weekend. He 21 points on Saturday, 17 points on Sunday. I think he had 9 rebounds in one of those games, 8 or 9 rebounds in one of those games. So he's really been a steady hand as an older point guard, leading the team, leading the program. Obviously, everybody on the team trusts him. I trust him. And he's really coming into his own as well as a junior, somebody who's been through a lot of battles. And he did a great job just leading this team to 2 victories.
So again, Charleston gets the win in double overtime, 90-88, 5 guys in double figures. Zep with 21 points. Also Peyton Willis had 17 points, 8 assists, 3 rebounds. And then you have OC with a double-double, 10 points and 13 rebounds. Brendan Tucker with 10. And as Coach mentioned, Cam Copeland had 10 points and 9 rebounds in the win. So the weekend got off to a good start. We'll take a break, and when we come back, we'll talk about the Sunday affair here at TD Arena. Charleston able to pull out the victory there as well. You're watching the Coach's Corner, and we'll be right back.
My head blows up when I'm alone. Inside out, I might explode. I shut my eyes and my mouth and my legs just gave out. Why in the world would you hit me when I'm down?
Welcome back to the Coach's Corner, presented by Uptown Social. Charleston got the first victory on Saturday, and then, Coach, Sunday, back-to-back. As we know, quick turnaround. Charleston victorious there as well. When you have a double overtime game like you had on Saturday, Coach, any concerns or worries about just the guys and their legs and fatigue?
Yeah, I was worried. I was worried. I knew it was going to come down to whatever team that can renew their strength. Find some inner strength. It's a double overtime game. It was a lot of guys who played 40-plus minutes on Saturday. You meet with your team Saturday night, and you got a game Sunday at 1. So, that's a quick turnaround. Thought we put a lot of energy out on the floor on Saturday. But it was almost like we got a monkey off our back because Sunday we actually had great energy. We came out and we jumped out and got off to a good start. I think we were up 25 to 10, 25 to 11. 26 to 10, somewhere in there. We got a 16-point lead, and we really never looked back in that game. We kept chipping away, kept playing. I think we went to half. At halftime, we were up 16, and we got up to 17 or 18 in the second half, and then they made a huge run. We didn't handle that press the way we needed to handle that press. We had a couple untimely shots, and then they got hot. They made like 3 or 4 threes in a row. So, but we were able to regather ourselves, get a lineup in there that could steady the game and slow down their flow, and then we was able to close the game by 13. So really happy for our guys, really happy for our fans that we could have some success, especially on Super Bowl Sunday as well.
Yeah, the lead for the Cougars that actually got us down to 3, but give credit to CFCs. They were able to respond and end up pulling away for the victory. Charleston, Coach, I'm sure you realize, led for 35 minutes of this ball game, so definitely in control. Another solid performance for the Cougars as Zep Jasper again leading the way with 17 points and 7 rebounds, while Peyton Willis had 13 points. And again, Cam Copeland, 14 points and 6 rebounds. Coach, your team shot 52%, which is very impressive, but you held Towson to just 30% shooting. The defense definitely on display. Yeah,
we're trying to develop ourselves into our true identity. We got an identity. We got a formula that's been successful for us, but with a lot of new guys, we hadn't been able to hit it. And I thought that game was a good sign, being able to hold them to 20 points in the first half and only giving up 33 in the second half. Anytime you can hold somebody to 53, you got a chance. I thought we should have maybe had 70 points in that game. Score probably should have been 70 to 50. But again, we couldn't play a full 40 minutes. For whatever reason, we got up big and they got back into the game, and we got to continue to evaluate what happened there. But they got back into the game, and we were able to close it out. But definitely our guys are starting to understand how important it is to play defense and really, get after it and rebound the ball. We out-rebounded them in that game. I thought that was huge as well. But our turnovers have been too high. Our turnovers got to come back down to, under 12. I think we had 15 turnovers in that game, and that led to about 8 to 10 points for them. They only had 53, so if you give them 10, you're giving them points out of the turnovers they got on our bad decisions. So we got to clean that stuff up and continue to try to, improve as a team.
So Charleston closes out the weekend with a win 66 to 53 on Sunday. We'll take our final break, and when we come back, we'll talk about Elon, which will be here at TD Arena this weekend. You're watching the Coach's Corner, presented by Uptown Social. We'll be right back.
This one is intercepted.
Decorative towel.
There was a mess. I wiped up a mess.
Yeah, you.
Where is the butt? Never mind, I found it.
When game day is a go, there's a Bud Light there.
Welcome back to the Coach's Corner, presented by Uptown Social. Everett German and the head coach, Earl Grant. Coach, 2 big games coming up again this week. Every game important as we go down the stretch. Elon in town this Saturday and Sunday at 1 o'clock.
Yeah, we right back at it. Hopefully we can get a normal week this week with practice, getting off to a good start with our routine. We got guys back ready to go, so I'm looking forward to getting in the gym and try to just improve and practice. But Elon is always a great challenge for us. Coach Schrage is doing a great job with that program. Guys play the right way. They play extremely hard. They got a good system. Got some good young players in the program, and we're going to have to be ready and we're going to have to be sharp because it's always a challenge.
Of course, the games will tip off at 1 o'clock on Saturday and Sunday. Tickets are still available. If you can't make it here to TD Arena, you can catch the game on Flow Sports or catch Danny Johnson and myself on the home of the Cougars, 94.7 FM, 910 AM, or charlestonsportsradio.com. And if you need tickets, go to cscsports.com/tickets. So again, Coach, thanks for joining us today inside the Coach's Corner, and we'll see you next week.